Hey everybody, this is Angela. Hope everybody's having a really good Tuesday afternoon. So, I wanted to come on here and just see how everybody is doing. I wash my head and I don't know what to do about this. I used to have bangs, but I don't know what happened to them. So, that's why I got this. I guess it's just the way I brush my hair. So anyway, I just wanted to come on here to just basically tell you how my day was. And my day was pretty good. I've been drinking a lot of hot tea and hot coffee to soothe my throat. And my sciatic nerve is acting up, so I had to take some medicine for that about an hour ago. So I can't take no more tonight because you're supposed to take the sciatic nerve medicine every 8 hours. So one of the things that I wanted to talk about is something that is near and dear to my heart. And I'll probably get in trouble for this, but it is what it is. And I wanted to explain why I'm pro-life. And one of the reasons I'm pro-life is because for me personally, in my opinion personally, every life is precious, and I understand that every situation is different. Every woman is different, and it is a hard decision to make that decision to end a pregnancy. I get that, I understand that, but for me, I don't know if I could do that because I don't know if I could go through it and everything and then have the torment of, because like I'm saying, every woman is different. For some women, I've seen a lot of videos, and for some women, it is torture. It's a horrible thing that they had to go through and everything. And then there are, especially in Hollywood, where there are celebrities who went and had it and it didn't mean nothing. It was no big deal. And then I've seen videos where there were a lot of Hollywood celebrities that ended a pregnancy and, excuse my French, they said it was pure hell. But at the time, they didn't have no choice. Now, this is going back to vintage Hollywood back in the 30s, 40s, and 50s, because if you were an actress and you got pregnant, they would make you in your pregnancy. I've heard, that Judy Garland was pregnant, and I think she was married briefly to somebody in her late teens, and I think it was around the time she made Wizard of Oz. So I don't know which one it was, but of course she had 3 other children, and at the time, later on, I heard that Ava Gardner had one. She was working on a movie. I believe she was married to Frank Sinatra, and they said, she said it was one of the hardest things she ever did. And of course, when Frank found out about it, he ended the marriage, because for him personally, She didn't talk to him about it, and they didn't discuss it. She just went ahead and did it, you know, and it made him angry. But, you know, here's the thing. My views on me being pro-life is, here's the thing. I'm not going to tell anybody else what to do about personal decisions, because it's not up to me. It's up to them. If, you know, if they think that it is the best thing for them to do, then they need to do what's best for them. But now, I don't understand why the Pregnancy Crisis Center has to be destroyed. You know, to me, that's not fair. It's not fair when, you know, a young woman goes into that center to get help. You know, maybe she wants more options and everything. And, you know, I've heard, you know, women say, look, my choice, my body. But if a woman decides to keep the baby or maybe give it up for adoption, then, you know, I've seen read all kinds of stuff, seen documentaries and stuff where people will say, well, you did the wrong thing. You went through all of that heartache and everything, you know, pregnancies and everything, you know. But if it's the thing called, you know, my body, my choice, then why can't a woman decide to have her baby or give it up for adoption? If she has decided to give the baby the best life she can, if she can't give that baby a good life and she's struggling and she wants for that child to have a chance, then why can't she do that? Because if you're going to say my body, my choice, then it's her choice, it's this young woman's choice to either keep the baby or to give it up. I don't know what the difference is. But for me, I wasn't able to have children. I never married, and my doctor told me in my early 20s, you know, you probably won't be able to have children, and if you did, they will have the condition that you have, and it could be a whole lot worse. So here's the thing. You know, I never married, so even if I was married and the doctor would tell me, you know, you need to end it and everything, I couldn't do that. You know, I wouldn't be able to do that. You know, and that would be hard for me to do. You know. But see, I've never been through that situation. I never been, I never had children. And yes, I've always wanted to get married and have children. But I made a decision to take care of my parents. And I took care of my mother when she was sick, up to the day she passed away. And I'm taking care of my dad. And, you know, if that makes me a horrible person, you know, I'm sorry, that was my decision and my choice. I stayed, you know, I went to stay with my grandmother, my mother's mother, twice in my lifetime, and I took care of her. And I went to college down there. I think 2 years, a year and a half of community college. And college was not for me. I had a difficult time with it. And now here's the thing. College is a lot different from high school because the teachers and professors and everything, they're going to give you assignment, and they expect you to go to the library, do the research and everything on your own. That's how college is. And so it's not like high school where you might have a week to do an assignment, or it could be due the next day or whatever. College is supposed to be a fun time where you're growing up, where you're actually growing up and everything. And so, but I'm kind of glad that I'm not in high school now, because I don't know if I could take some of the stuff that these kids are going through. And if you're a parent and you go up to the schools and you want to know what they're being taught, and you're a parent and you don't like what your kids are being taught, then you are considered a terrorist by the U.S. Attorney General. I heard it. And how is it a bad thing if you're a parent and you don't like what your kids are being taught, or you're concerned about it? And but here where I live in Virginia, we had an election, not this November, but last November, a governor election, and Glenn Youngkin won. And the reason he won is because there was a debate, I think it was the only one, between Terry McAuliffe and the Democrat, and something was asked about parents up in Loudoun County, I think it was. And Terry McAuliffe said that, he was blunt about it. He said, well, it ain't none of the parents' business what the schools teaches the kids. They ain't got nothing to do with it, and there's nothing they can do about it. Well, that little statement riled people up, parents, Republicans, Democrats, independent parents, and Glenn Youngkin said, yes, it is. Parents have a right to be concerned what their children are being taught. Something to that fact. And, that little statement that Terry McAuliffe said, it cost him the governorship. Because he run for governor again. So here in Virginia, when you're a governor, you're a one-term governor. You cannot, automatically run again and get like a second term or whatever. So, I was kind of surprised when Glenn Youngkin won. I voted for him because I liked his attitude about the schools and about the kids to be concerned and everything about what they're being taught. And especially up in Northern Virginia, in Loudoun County. You can look it up because, we paid away. It's like Virginia just paid away for other people who was running for governor or whatever in other states to say, these kids is the generation. They're our future. And and why not? If you don't like what your children is being taught, then you need to go to the school board meetings, discuss it calmly, and just tell them you're concerned, but some of them don't want to hear it. Whatever, But when I was in school, if, well, I went to a private school. So now here's the funny thing about that. In our history books, when I was in school, like at the private school, the last president, it had, in pictures of presidents, it had, it really wasn't updated. It might have been, I think the last president without it being updated was either Nixon or Ford, and I think Carter was the president. So yeah, it was a little behind. But when I went to high school, my parents didn't have no problem. Went to a public high school, didn't have no problems with what teachers were teaching, because I was in LD classes. So I don't know like what the advanced English classes were being taught, or advanced history or government, because I was taking basic classes where, with my learning disability, I took the lower, easier classes for me to understand. And I don't even know if they got that in schools now. I don't know if they got, for kids who has learning disabilities or special need classes. I don't know what they got. I mean, I graduated in 88, never looked back. So, but, and going back to me being pro-life, it's not my place to tell anyone what to do. I would never do that. My Catholic faith tells me, for me, that it's wrong. But, not everybody feels that way. And, I get that. So, it's a touchy subject, because if you say the wrong thing, then people are going to get mad at you, and they're going to think you're trying to tell them what to do. I'm not trying to tell anybody what to do. I will never do that. These are my personal views, my personal opinions, and so, it's, anyone, excuse me, anyone can do whatever they want, and everyone has a choice. When you make a decision to do something, you got a choice whether you want to do good or bad. And sometimes people don't think before they do something, and sometimes they do. Like you look at all of the kids that has gone missing, and you're just wondering, well, why, like the thing up in Idaho, the 4 college students that were brutally unalive, is a horrible thing that happened. UVA, 3 football players were brutally unalive. Still, I think we got him. I think he's in custody, the one that did the UVA thing, but they haven't caught the one in Idaho. So I don't know if that was, for me, I'm going to say that was kind of back to back. I don't know which one was first. I think the UVA was first, and then the Idaho, and it's real sad. And so, I was watching some videos on like the Black Dahlia and the Charles Lindbergh thing, where his little boy, his little baby went missing, and this was in 1932 when Charles Lindbergh Jr. went missing and then unalive, and then, of course, they allegedly caught the man who did it, and his life ended, and you know, and there was all kinds of good conspiracy theories saying that the man that they caught and unalive in prison didn't do it, but you know, what are you going to do? I mean, you can't do nothing about it now. So, but I'm a praying person. I pray all the time. This right here is my miraculous medal. I got a prayer for it and everything. I say it, and here's the thing. I suffer from migraines, and so it took a while, and a lot of miracles happen from people who wears this, and but for me, no more migraines. I'm sleeping better. I'm eating better. And I know that sounds silly, probably sounds silly. Um, I'm eating more healthier. For me, I'm drinking more water. And I'm still struggling with my weight. It goes up and down, up and down. And, for now, it's between 214 and 218. So I'm trying to get it down to 214, then, down to 210. This is me with it going up and down, up and down. That is me. And, so me overeating, that's my fault. I do that. I think everybody does it and everything. But I have to say that I'm very proud of myself. For one thing, is I got bought some ice cream. My dad loves ice cream, and we got 4 things of ice cream. Well, we only bought 3 because we had another container of ice cream. So I told my dad, I said, I'm going to buy 3 because we already got 1 that we hadn't opened yet. And so I have not, I opened one of them, still eating on that. But there was like maybe 4 days that I didn't even eat ice cream. So I'm very proud of myself because I didn't think nothing about it. And we had sausage and biscuits and scrambled eggs for supper tonight. And my dad made some scrambled eggs, and we usually divide it. And I got me just a little bit, and I didn't go back to eat the rest of it. He ate it. So I'm very proud of myself because there are times when, I leave stuff. My dad will eat it, and so I'm doing pretty good on the weight thing. I will give you an update probably next few weeks because I'm trying to do better, trying to make myself more healthy and everything because it's important to me. And I won't be no size 0. I know that, and I'm not trying to be a size 0. But I do want to look better and feel better. And it will probably take me another year to get to where I want to, and I'm doing it slow, and I'm doing it the right way. I'm doing it the healthy way. I'm not in no hurry because it's dangerous if you do it a certain way. because it can be very dangerous. And so, I mean, I'm doing this for me because I want to be healthy. And I've, you know, what happened was there was a lady here who was obese, and it scared me. And she would tell me all the time, I'm going to get up and I'm going to walk. And I said, I know you will. She said, I'm going to get up and I'm going to walk, and maybe we can go for a walk. I said, oh, that'd be awesome. She said, maybe we can walk, me and you can walk to the mailbox. And she said, it will be easy for you, but it won't be easy for me. I said, well, even if you walk, you can walk from the living room to your bathroom in your room. It will be, it will be something. Even 2 steps will be something, but I would try to encourage her, to try to do her exercises in bed. And she would say she couldn't do it. And then the virus happened, the lockdown happened, and there was just nothing I could do but pray for her. And it was like every other week she would be rushed to the hospital and everything. And then when she passed away, my heart broke and everything. So, yeah, I hope that she's at peace. I hope she's happy. And, I hope she got a new body. As they say, you will get a new body and everything. So, it's strange without her. It was at first because her birthday came. And her birthday was in September. She passed away like a couple weeks before her birthday. And I'll see her husband around here every once in a while. But I think his daughter gave him a job or something to do, so he wouldn't be hanging around here so much. And so I hadn't seen him since March or April of this year. It was real nice. He wasn't wearing a jacket, so it was like springtime. So anyway, well, I just wanted to talk. I'm so sorry that I babble on, but I hope everybody has a really good Tuesday night, and I hope you all will have a wonderful and blessed Thanksgiving that's coming up. And so hope I'm going to please hit like and subscribe to my channel. Please hit the notification bell so you'll know when I come up with a new video. And I hope to see you in the next one. You all have a good night, and God bless you all.